Josie at?
He's coming.
You're now tuned into the Next to Flex podcast. Streets talking about. You're now tuned into the Next to Flex podcast. Streets talking about. You're now tuned into the Next to Flex podcast. Streets talking about.
Yo. Welcome to the Next to Flex podcast. We back for another week, and I got the crew with me again. We're going to start y'all introducing yourselves. So go ahead. Let's get it in, fellas.
I'm O.
Yo. Go ahead, O.
It's O here.
Go ahead, D.
DMVD nice.
Whatever's Kev.
All right, bet. All right, man. How are y'all fellas doing, man? We missed a week. You know what I mean? I know we had things going on. We all adults and doing adulting things. So I know we missed a week. And so how y'all been?
Chilling,
Good,
man. Yeah, just
Good.
working and adulting and watching sports.
Yeah. Okay.
Another crazy week.
Crazy, right? Okay, so since we missed a week, we're gonna touch on this. The trades that they did with Washington. They unloaded not only one but two defensive ends. They starred defensive ends. How did y'all feel about that? Was it a good move, bad move? Think it's a better situation for the team, better situation for the players. Just tell me what you're thinking right now. What y'all thinking?
What irritates me is that everyone saw this coming. So it's irritating. All this oh my God, they traded Sweat, they traded Chase. Like this was already written when they gave Payne and Allen the money. They wasn't gonna keep all four. So the fact that it happened now and everyone's all like, oh my God, why to do that? It was done a year and a half ago. Like it's irritating almost. like it's to me, it's the typical DC fans like always do this dumb shit to me. Like they did it with Juwan Howard back with the Wizards. They don't follow the fucking team. They just react to the moment something happens and they're all up in arms. Like this was done. This was already written the minute they gave Payne that money. They wasn't gonna keep all four. So it was a smart thing to trade them. It was inevitable. That's my stance on it. It's quite just irritating. Like DC fans always just in my mind just do some dumb shit and overreact to a momentary thing. So
Well, I think the issue is was that a good move? I mean, you talking about what's the second most important position in the league, edge rusher, right?
yes,
Two of them.
yes.
This is the second most important position in the league. I mean,
Then they shouldn't have gave Payne the money. Then they shouldn't have gave Payne or Allen the money. Like
now you booting on them and you starting all over. You know what I'm saying?
you're not starting over. Why is that start over?
You starting all over with getting that going for that position. This is the second most important position in the league, and now you just starting all over there. Teams,
Dude, they picked their players.
Look who traded for
their
him.
Players, yeah.
But look who traded for him. You talk San Francisco traded for him, a Super Bowl contender. It was important. A Super Bowl contender, and then you got a team like the Bears that's trying to rebuild. I mean, that's two opposite ends. The second most important position in the league, man. Now y'all starting over.
Although it's second most important position in the league,
no matter what
they weren't going to be able to pay. They weren't going to be able to pay the rest of it.
Well, see, that's my next point.
That's the thing. So either you're going to get something for them or nothing. You know what I'm saying? You got to get something for them.
That's my next point. If you made a decision to pay them dudes, why did you make the decision to pay them and not the most important position in the league?
I'll tell you why. They were performing.
Why did you make that
decision?
They
were performing. That's why. They were performing.
Yeah.
Payne and Allen was performing. Sweat and Chase was not.
Yeah, but you
simple as that.
Look at your investment in those players, and you punting on them. You know what I'm saying? It's the second most important.
It's nothing invested.
If they were quarterbacks, you would have never did that.
I don't see that correlation
Because it's the second. It's the second most important position in the league.
Omar, they weren't performing. Stop pretending like
it's
they
the
were
second most
performing.
position. But are they performing
Sweat?
like they should have been paid though? I mean, Sweat having a decent year. He's been consistent.
So why did a Super Bowl contender
echelon?
Why did a Super Bowl contender and a rebuilding team like trade for?
Because they've been struggling. They needed some help.
They've
been struggling. They needed some help. They had nobody in besides Bosa. Besides Bosa, they had nobody else.
Got value. They got value. It's the second most important. Y'all drafted one of them second overall. And what was Sweat? Third round?
And Omar, he wasn't
first round. He was first round. In the end of the first round.
You're speaking like he was performing. He was 17th pick. You're speaking like he
Sweat is. They said Sweat one of the best run defenders in the league.
That's fine. We could not pay Sweat, Payne, and Allen. Like it was.
See, that's the problem. That's the problem. That was a bad decision to pay. You paid the wrong position. You paying the wrong position.
I don't know that. I mean, having two Aaron Donalds, it doesn't
appear to be a
bad
thing. Now you got to start. No, they ain't Aaron Donald. Ain't no other Aaron Donald. Man.
I'm saying
But
they were.
His
They
numbers
were
last year
Pro
now
Bowl
you
defensive
starting all
tackles.
over. Now you starting all over that position.
I don't think it's a big deal, man.
I don't know.
Chase wasn't performing.
They can find if you get enough pressure in the middle.
It's not a big deal. Y'all want to invest in them draft picks.
It's not invested. Look at
the draft picks. Look, I mean, you just gave away your top picks. All that losing.
He wasn't performing, Omar. Like, what's the? He wasn't performing.
How you gonna say they weren't performing? How you gonna say they weren't performing? Chase Young was playing good. Chase Young been playing good this year.
It wasn't good enough to overcome everything. Okay.
Chase Young been playing good this year, but the relationship the whole thing was already decided. Because, like you said, they couldn't pay him. If they could pay him, they would have gave him a contract, man.
I agree.
That's what I'm saying. There was a bad decision, man.
It wasn't a bad decision.
You can't call it a bad decision.
Two edge rushers that could be. I mean, if both of them end up developing and being who they can be, yeah. And you invested 2 top picks in that.
Put it this way.
You can't think about the picks.
Y'all won 3 games that year.
Look at Trey Young. Look at Trey Young. You want to compare picks? What was he? Number 2. They had to get rid of him. I mean, once they lose their value, you got to get something back for him.
Trey Young.
Yeah, he meant Chase.
I mean, Chase. No. I'm talking about the quarterback for San Francisco. Remember what they give up to get him? Think about how much they gave up to get him at quarterback. Skip all the way up to number 2. You know what I'm saying, and then they had to give him up for what?
Trey Lance.
Trey Lance. Exactly.
They had somebody better than him. They had somebody better than him. I mean, that's not the same thing.
Chase Young was not performing. He wasn't performing.
He was hurt.
Chase Young was having a good season. He's having a good season.
It wasn't good enough.
Okay season.
Hold up. Okay. Here's how I see it. Okay. Once they declined his option, because he wasn't performing and he got hurt. That happens, right? He had this season, the 7 to 8 games, to really outshine and prove that he can be kept, and you trade away Allen or Payne. Yeah. He didn't do that.
Yeah,
okay. He didn't do that. It was a race to the end between him, Allen, and Payne.
He could have 15 sacks. Y'all couldn't pay him anyway.
Omar, listen to me. He had this season to prove that he was better than Payne and Allen. If he'd proven that, they would have traded away Allen or Payne and kept Sweat and whoever. He didn't do that, so he's gone.
I think it's a bad decision, man. Just all around. I think it's bad.
Well, Josie, we want to welcome you to the show.
If they did it right, they would have that whole defensive line intact.
Impossible.
That's not impossible.
Impossible. They're not pay all 4.
Today's NFL salary cap. I mean, you still got to pay the offense too. You can't just pay all defense. You got to pay the offense too.
It's not impossible, man.
They just paid the wide receiver some money. I mean, come on now.
So you're saying, Omar, you're saying you think it's a smart idea for your 3 or 4 linemen to take up like $75 million of your salary cap per year.
It didn't have to go down like that.
How much could it go down? They each would have garnered $20+ million a year.
No.
Okay, well, all right. If that's
we like to welcome Joey, host of Talk Your Shit podcast, to the show. Joey, what's your take on this?
I don't know what we're talking about. Are we talking about why did they make a mistake not keeping Sweat Chase?
That's not even because they had to trade him. I agree. I mean,
just in general, what's your thoughts? Do you think it's a good or bad trade?
I don't know. I guess it depends on what direction they was going. Like, I mean, if you like, they kept talking about early this year. They can't pay both. They can try to keep one. But if they go in the direction of trying to burn the house down, I guess then you got to get something. But if you want it, because I think they both was playing pretty well to keep one of them, but I mean, like Omar said, I mean they paid the two middle dudes, the two dudes of tackle, so it'll be hard to keep either one. But they keep talking about they're gonna have 90 plus million this year and 5 picks in the first 3 rounds, so they probably could have kept one if they wanted to keep them. But I mean, I don't know. I don't think they. I think they got a good deal for Sweat, but I mean they got a 3rd round compensatory pick for Young basically. So I mean I don't know. I guess it's a wait and see type of thing.
Let me say one more thing, and I'll leave it alone. Okay, so they got these draft picks. Commanders one game out the wild card, and they just gave away their two rush ins. Why not just play? Make the playoffs. Figure that shit out at the end of the season, man. You could franchise with them. They got all types of shit they could do. They could restructure whatever. Yo, play this shit out.
Franchise them.
You thinking like a fan, man. You got to think like a quarterback. Man.
Howell is actually starting to play now. You know what I'm saying?
Also, the defense didn't do any worse. They almost
beat the Eagles, yo. They had the Eagles.
Okay.
Play ball, yo. Make the playoffs. Get better. What the fuck? Why are you putting on the season? They were one game.
You don't get better. You don't get better by making the playoffs and being in the last season and losing the first round.
That's the object. That's why they play football for us to make the playoffs and win the Super Bowl, dog.
Why you think one game out?
Who fucking knows what's gonna happen, yo? Huh? Like, why aren't you trying to win games, yo? Why you trading?
You're overreacting to trading.
I'm not overreacting, yo. Just play. Don't make these fucking trades, yo. Keep your 2 ends and fucking play ball. You one game of the playoffs.
Okay.
Dude, you gotta think long term, man. This roster is not ready yet. This roster is not ready.
Hold on. Omar, with those 2 ends you talking about keeping, they're the worst fucking defense in the league. So why are you crying for them? Yo. They were the worst defense in the league.
Yo, we got a long. It's the season. We're not
worst.
We still got a
defense in the league.
They one game of the playoffs.
All of them could have gone.
Let me ask.
The defense can get better. The defense can
but
get
listen,
better.
This is what I want to ask.
They almost beat the Eagles. Don't you think they should have beat the Eagles?
They should have.
Yeah, I think so. But listen,
Eagles.
But the defense couldn't stop a cold.
Yo, we on the Eagles on the top of our power rankings, man. What the fuck?
Go ahead, BZ.
What the fuck? Let me ask y'all. I want to ask y'all this.
They almost beat the top team in our power rankings.
Yeah, but listen.
One game of the playoffs. Why not just play ball, yo? See what happens.
I don't know. Omar.
Fucking ain't none of them teams perfect in the NFC, yo. They could make a fucking run. Howell started. Man, fucking Howell looked all right the last couple weeks to me.
Yeah, he did. I want to ask you this. I want to ask y'all this.
Shit's stupid, yo.
Do y'all think they're the worst defense in the league because of the talent or because of the coaching? You see what I'm saying? It could be. You see what I'm saying? Because like if they change the coaching next year or this year or whatever, don't you think they may perform even better? Because I think the talent is there. I think you know they had the talent.
I think we all think Jack Del Rio should go. I mean, he's been underperforming as a coach. And the whole staff is going to go. I mean, this year, no one's staying.
Everyone's going.
But Jack Del Rio should have been gone. I mean, last year they struggled, start off slow, then they played better. They've never been a consistent defense with the talent they had. So really, definitely the coaching, they have not been in the right positions. I mean, obviously they played the rookie way too much. He wasn't ready too early. Forbes, he has potential, but he gambling. He's not ready. I mean, the secondary was played well last year, but this year they haven't gelled. I mean, it's giving away to me big plays. So I mean, you look at how AJ Brown, not even AJ Brown, any wide receiver just come toast the DBs. I mean, even with pressure. I mean, there's no cohesion in the back end. Not get enough pressure consistently, to really, to dominate the game. You know what I'm saying? So the coaching staff is garbage. I mean, it's not gonna
AJ Brown toasting everybody, man. What the fuck?
Yeah, but still, he got toasted by What DJ Moore? What he put on him that
DJ
game?
Moore ain't no bum.
No, but what DJ Moore? What did he do before that game? What did he do before that game? He ain't had no 200 yards, he touchdowns any other game except for Washington.
If
I was listening.
You gotta look at the game, man.
I was listening to Coach Gruden, and Coach Gruden was like he don't understand the game plan, because if they saw that, you know, they were picking on him, they should have put someone over the top on him.
They should have had double team. Exactly.
And that's why you need pass rushers. This is why you need pass rushers. This is why you need premium pass rushers. This is why you don't trade them away. This is why you spend top draft picks. This is why you draft them second overall, mid-first round, to develop them pass rushers, because the offenses is crazy. That's what it's about. You're going to give up yards, yo. You need that sack. You need them pass rushers. And y'all gave them away.
So who do you think will be a great
playoffs? You gave them away. And you're going to draft a pass rusher in the second and third round next year? What the fuck, man? Ain't going to be them type of dudes.
Well, as far as it's going to be a lot cheaper.
They're going to be somebody you got to develop. They're going to be somebody you got to develop 3 or 4 more years, yo.
I mean, old talking like Chase is out there like being like Nick Bosa, yo. This is funny. Like, this is really funny.
But they drafted him, right?
Do you think he's going to have immediate impact on the team?
Nick Bosa is a generational dude.
He's going to help. He's going to help 49ers for sure. He's going to make some plays. I mean,
he definitely will.
He's definitely going to make some plays.
And
he is now.
He got more talent around him too. So
Chase Young is now going to be the Montez Sweat to Nick Bosa. You know what I'm saying? Like it's fine. I'm sorry, Joey Bosa. Is Joey in the 49ers or Nick? I can't remember. But anyway, he gonna be the second string dude. Like he gonna be the one, you know, getting the weaker tackle and all that stuff. So he may eat, but it wasn't gonna happen here, man. He had chances here, he didn't do it.
So we'll never know.
This happens.
We'll never know.
We did know. He's been here for 4 years. He hasn't produced consistently. He's been hurt. He get hurt off. He hasn't been able to stay on the field. First of all, I mean,
just giving up.
He was having a decent year this year, though. He had like 7 sacks.
But it wasn't.
Was it top?
Y'all need to start giving up. Don't give up, man.
It wasn't a give up, man. It wasn't. They traded away 2 people when you talking about they gave up on the season. They did not. They did not.
Yes. They gave up, yo.
No, they ended up with the same record.
You see they won. You see they won after they
end up with the same record.
They made the move for next year. That move was for next year.
They made the move for the new.
Yes.
Hold on. They made the move so the new coaching staff next year could have draft picks. That's why they made the move.
Yeah, that's this year. You're not trying to win this year. You don't want to
because it's a lame duck staff, of course. Like this.
See, that ain't football, man.
That's business, man. It's business. So this is business. This ain't fan talk. This is about business.
So we're gonna put a bow tie on this. We're gonna put a bow tie on this. We gonna
the owners made a business decision.
We're gonna go on to the next
decision. It's not business.
We're going on to the next topic, fellas. The Commanders won over the Patriots.
Business is winning.
Take the good, bad, and ugly out of it. The Commanders win over the Patriots. Give us some of the good, bad, and the ugly in it.
They won.
Yeah,
they won.
That's good. The way they won ain't that great though. I mean, you would hope that they win a little bit more convincingly, but if you want to compare your team to see where they are, then you play against teams like that. But you're supposed to beat. If you think you're good, you're supposed to beat teams like that. Like you're supposed to beat them. And make no doubt of it, but it wasn't a no doubt type of game. So, I mean, I guess that's the good and the bad. The ugly is that defense played pretty well, but they didn't dominate like you want to. Because we still got, regardless of whether we got rid of the Ayers, we still got a pretty good defense, talent wise, supposedly. But I'm still just puzzled from the game plan. I'm seriously puzzled because I feel like if we rush 4, but then we play like a one high man. I don't get that. If you got 4, you're supposed to be playing zone behind it because that's the whole point. Like you're trying to rush and get pressure with your front 4, but then you playing man behind it. 7 defenders back there, so why are we playing man?
Well,
behind man rush, like what I assume is that you play some kind of zone or you blitz to play man. I mean, I don't know. it's just weird because it's like you playing like, and then it's like press man, and I'm like, why are we playing press man or zero coverage basically when we only rushing?
I can understand that because Mac Jones sucks. Like you want to make it as hard as possible to find an open guy quick. You know what I'm saying? So if your 4 guys are rushing, you got a good D line. If everyone's playing press, Mac Jones can't find anybody. You get a sack or you get a pick. I understand that game plan, and I understand the one high safety because Mac Jones sucks. But Mac Jones was still doing something against the secondary. Like that's the frustrating part. And the zone aspect, we had a discussion about this about I guess 3 weeks ago, whatever, how they are inconsistent, Joey. We definitely agree with that because they drafted a ball hawk corner and got him playing man, and he weighed 110 pounds. Like you don't do that. Like you're absolutely right about the play calling is a problem. But to me, that's the ugly part about it. Like he was going at. Like they didn't put their foot in their neck, as the proverbial saying goes.
Yeah,
they had opportunity to, and they played down to the competition like they always do.
I just feel like you said what we were talking about last week.
Always, like they always do. Yeah,
I feel like we said 2 weeks ago, the secondary and the line are not in the same game, or the play or the scheme. You know what I mean? Like it's not the same. Like you call, it just doesn't seem like it's the same. Like they don't have the same thing, or they're not in unison working together. Because like I said, I would assume that if you blitzing, you gotta hide some inconsistency. You trying to hide some in the so you try to stop the quick throws. I think when you blitz, either you play some kind of short zone so you can ball hawk like you said, and but they play like an umbrella, and they give up the quick throws when they blitz, and like that don't make no sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's just
shows
weird.
A lack of confidence in the safeties because they're playing not to get beat deep in every single play.
Right, but you blitz, but then you blitz and you give up the short passes every time. The whole point of blitz is to make them hold the ball, right? So you either play
blitz, but you also want them to get rid of it quick though, or get rid of the hot route. You want to get rid of the hot route that way. But then you tackle, but you got to tackle. If corners and safety's not tackling, then they get loose, and that's when they break out.
DJ Moore, DJ Moore,
yeah.
Okay.
So,
go ahead.
If I can interject something on this,
sure.
Since we were just talking about good business for the Commanders, and looking to next year, future, next year's coaches, draft picks. Since we were talking about all that shit, do we realize that I think you just lost in that aspect also? This is probably the first game in the Tank Bowl. Y'all just lost to the Patriots. Both y'all gonna be trying to draft one of those quarterbacks next year. So this game might have cost y'all. What's the kid? Caleb Williams, or maybe
They're not gonna
Carolina. The one from Carolina.
No, they're not tanking to get a
What's the one from Carolina? What's the one from Carolina? Oh yeah. So winning this game. Because you know Belichick, he didn't even start his corners. You know that, right?
Yes.
He didn't start his corners. They didn't want to win that game. They did not want to win that game. Y'all beat the Patriots, and now that might cost y'all that draft pick next year. That first round pick.
Even though you think trading away Chase and Montez was
great business, great business.
They have not given up. You're the only one that thinks that they give them the season.
That's great business, yo. You just gave Belichick the quarterback that y'all needed, man. So how gonna be y'all man now?
Dude, Cardinals gonna get a first pick.
They're not in the running to get a quarterback next year. I mean, they're not getting a high enough pick to get a quality quarterback.
Who?
Commanders, man. The Commanders are gonna win the same 8 or 9 games they're gonna win with Chase Young and Montez Sweat. Nothing's gonna change. Nothing's gonna change.
Basically,
man.
It's tank time. It's tank
now they
time.
got more picks.
It's tank time.
But
nobody said it was tank time.
It's time. They tanking. Y'all said it yourself. That's why
they
did not
say that.
Nobody said we tanking. They put words in our mouth. Nobody
said that,
tanking.
Omar. You
traded them dudes away, man. You didn't want to win this year.
Them dudes weren't doing shit while they were here.
Yes, they were,
Like-
man. Yes, they were. Chase was having a good season, man. Chase was having a good season. I read the journal out there the other day saying Montez Sweat one of the best run defenders in the league.
Okay.
I mean, you traded that away, man. You tanking. And now you just gave away your
trading away
win.
one guy out of 22. Two guys out of 22 is tanking.
I mean,
I wanted them to tank. I wanted to get rid of
knows?
Chase, Montez, Terry, anyone besides anyone could have gone. That would have been tanking. Trading away those two guys, nothing.
Yeah.
Well, ain't nobody else worth anything to trade away.
I think they could have got rid of Jacoby. They could have got Jacoby Brissett, the backup. They could have got rid of him. They don't need him. It's a bunch of people they could have got rid of.
They could have traded who?
You think it was some value in a man
with
Samuel?
What are you talking about, man?
How many injured? How many quarterbacks injured this year? How many quarterbacks injured this year?
Somebody want to know Jacoby Brissett? What the hell are you talking about, man?
Dude.
I mean, it might not mean I'm just saying the Patriots might be picking ahead of y'all because of that one.
That's fine. They will.
And
we're gonna win 8 or 9 games, man.
We still have a better roster than the Patriots, though.
Nothing's going to change.
We'll see. I just
8 or 9 wins. Nothing has changed.
If you punting on the season, you might as well. Can't even do that right. God. Can't even tank right. It's crazy, man.
Punting on the season. Got
taking
away 2 guys.
What'd you say? What'd you say, B-Zil? What'd you say, B?
At the second most important position in the league, 2 guys.
Well, look. Okay, we're gonna move on, fellas. Moving on to the early game that came on early, like 9:30 in the morning, and I think it was potentially could have been a game of the week, but I mean, I guess 9:30 in the morning. I was like, yo, but it was Miami and the Chiefs. What did y'all take away from that game? With, of course, the Chiefs beating Miami by 7. It was a low-scoring game, but I thought it was a competitive game. But what do y'all take from that?
I take that as we know, Miami are pretenders. I mean, they ain't beat nobody with a winning record. Kansas City is still can be beaten. I mean, AFC is gonna be tough. I mean, Kansas City, they squeaked out the win. I mean, they didn't score a point second half. They really only scored 2 touchdowns. One was on defense. So, I mean, Kansas City offense, if you can shut down Kelsey, the formula is to really shut down Kelsey, and their receivers are not there yet this year. So I think they really. I know. I think this year maybe the year is gonna catch up to them. So it was an underwhelming game. I thought I was expecting a better competition. I mean, going across the pond. I mean, maybe there was a little jet lag, but it was a blah game to me.
Okay, well, I think. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Well, I think. I mean, I'm still high on Miami. Some teams just play teams.
Who they beat? That's the question.
I mean, my thing is, it was a close game. And I still think their record is who they are. You know what I mean? And I feel like they're going to be contenders. I don't think they are pretenders. I think, they ran up to the Chiefs, and the Chiefs is people are saying are the favorite to go into the Super Bowl this year, and they got beat by them. I think they can beat the Chiefs though.
Yeah, I disagree with calling Miami pretenders. The game wasn't a blowout. They battled hard, and if not for Tyreek Hill fumble, that's a much different game. So I actually like the fact that Miami's playing these games now and losing. I think they are going to put it together by the end of the year and make better. But the playoffs are going to be crazy in the AFC. But I can't call Miami pretenders. Like they're still definitely a top team in the AFC, and it's just got to put it together. They young coaches doing a great job. They move the ball well. Their defense playing great. Like I said, if they didn't. KC won the game because of KC's defense scored, not because KC's offense was so unstoppable. You know what I'm saying? So if KC has one of the top deep offenses in the AFC, Miami kind of shut them down. Like they scored 2 touchdowns, right? Like that's crazy for Patrick Mahomes led team to score 2 touchdowns. Like it's kind of crazy. Last time that happened was with Super Bowl when playing Tampa Bay, and when KC had no line. You know what I'm saying? So they're not pretenders. They're not pretenders.
Well, the week before, remember KC got almost shut out by the Denver too. Denver almost kicked their
that's
ass
a
too.
shock, but that's a.
I mean,
that's also
they're not as explosive as they were in the past. I mean,
well, true.
Yeah.
But I kind of discredit the division games a little bit. I mean, it may be
that's
unfair
true.
to say that. I may be unfair to say that, but a division foe is going to play you well because they play you all the freaking time. And Denver hadn't beaten KC in like what 6 years or some shit like that. It's some long ass. Like I think Pat Mahomes had never lost to Denver.
Yeah.
So you know,
and he was battling a flu, whatever, the night before.
I was. I didn't know that. That's funny.
Well, I'll just say, I thought Miami reminded me of Cowboys, man. They look good, but they can't really win against anybody. They can't win a big game. And but I'll say one thing: Kansas City look real slow to me, man. I mean, Mahomes. A lot of people love Kansas City Mahomes, but man, they just look slow to me. They offense, I don't see that big play guy. I mean, what's the little running back? He all right, but they need a receiver. I mean, Kelsey is Kelsey, but they just look slow to me when I watch it. You know?
Yeah, I agree.
A lot of people like them, but I think they suspect, man.
The offense always looks so stoppable, yo. Like it's if we're playing Madden, I'm like, yo, I can beat this team. You know what I'm saying? Like this double cover the tight end and just blitz. I'm saying like it should be that simple, but no one's done it yet, man.
Well,
they figured it out last year, but I don't see them figuring out this year though. They did it last year. I just don't see them figuring out this year.
I haven't seen them beat a real. They haven't won anything really. They haven't beat anybody good.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
They haven't beat anybody good.
Jail, what you think?
But this Dolphins, I mean, they barely beat the Dolphins.
Right.
Well, the game was not what I expected. I did expect like a shootout, kind of a shootout, but I agree with Omar. Their offense, Kansas City offense does look slow. It look like it look like everybody's catching up to their offense. So and let's not discount the defense that Miami puts out there. I mean, Jalen Ramsey had his first game back, and if you put him and Xavier Howard together, they have a top corner duo. And against a team with average to below average receivers, you can dominate a team like that because, like you said, you can do some things with two top corners, and it just made them, like Omar said, it made them look slow. It made them look like they could not figure out how to get the ball, and they really only scored one time, so that's even more amazing. I mean, they scored 10 points. So what is it, 10 points? Was it 17 or something like that?
No, so 24-17, wasn't it?
No, it's 20. No, 21. They ain't scored in the second half. It was 21. 21 to 14.
20 or 21. And like I said, it was like, but the first drive they came down, but then all of a sudden Miami just caught up and figured out what the game plan was, and they shut the jump down. So I don't think I'm as low on Miami as D Nice, and I kind of agree with them. Like they're good on paper, but I gotta see them win a game that means something against somebody that means something for me to put Miami for me to put Miami into like this, this top scoring echelon. They really good on offense. But they, as you can see, sometimes you get a really good defense, and they can slow down too. You know what I'm saying? Like you can slow down their offense. So until two of them boys really beat somebody with substance, But I feel like a lot of teams this year are doing the same thing. Like they win some games, you be like, okay, and then you get behind them, and then all of a sudden they lose some like KC did in Denver, and Dallas did Arizona, and who was it? And who did Miami lose to? Not Miami, Buffalo lose to. That sucked like 2 weeks ago. Like it's every time you think somebody good or gonna run away with something, it doesn't happen. So this shit, it's been crazy this year though. It's been real crazy.
These are all NFL players, yo. Like.
Are we done with Kansas City? And
then when you put together a game plan, sometimes that shit
just works. Are we done with Kansas City? Because are we gonna talk about Taylor Swift?
No.
Nah, man. Nah.
Okay.
Yeah, wait. She was hanging out with
Nah.
Patrick Mahomes' wife.
Oh,
Okay, that's nice.
They was holding hands.
All right. So moving on to the next segment, fellas. I want to talk about these ref calls. I mean, we had a couple bad calls this weekend, and especially in that Patriots game. Like I saw a text from Kevin. Well, not in the group me chat. Like, what kind of call was that? You know, and that was a horrible call. As a matter of fact, B Mitch he had tweeted it like, "Yo, that was a horrible call. That roughing the passer call." And I want to know from y'all. I want to talk about the call, but also talk about, do you think, like they say the refs, they don't even get a chance to talk to the media. The media don't talk to the refs, after the game or anything like that. So they're kind of protected. You know what I mean? So like,
kinda.
Yeah, they're protected. So they're not. It's not like they're gonna be under scrutiny. Well, they are under scrutiny, but like the media can't get at them. You know what I mean? Do you think that the refs, sometimes you can look at a call or put it under review and reverse it? Do you think we should be allowed to do that, or the league should be allowed to review and reverse the ref's call from upstairs or whatever? If they call like a roughing the passer or something like that.
I mean, they kind of do that now, right? I mean, it's not all plays can be reviewed, but they have protocols and stuff right now. I don't think we need to, despite the fact that a bad call is a bad call. That's part of the game. I don't want to get into a situation where every single call that a ref on the field makes is being scrutinized. Like that's not a game I want to watch.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
So what did you feel about that call? What did you feel about that call in the Patriots game?
It was some bullshit. He tackled the quarterback. Yeah, he tackled the quarterback.
It wasn't even a kill shot. It wasn't even a kill shot.
The problem is the refs, though. The problem is the league. They soften the league. They soften the rules. I mean, the game is soft. I mean, it comes from the top. They're trying to protect everybody. I mean, you can't. What's a body weight rule? What was a body weight? I'm like, come on, man.
I mean, to be honest with you, like if that and I sometimes I hate to do this, but like literally, if that was like one of the great pass rushes of the time when we was growing up, man, that dude would have been dead. They got a kid. They got a shot like that. That dude would have been dead. Seriously, they would have killed that dude. Like that. That wasn't even. It wasn't even a kill shot. He just tackled it. He just hit him.
He literally
that dude would have been. He would have been going back. Somebody would have drilled him right in the middle of his back. That ball would have went up in the air, and it'd have been crazy. But and that's serious. That's serious, dog. That's serious. Like I've seen.
Can you imagine Lynch and Ronnie Lott playing now?
That was not it. That was not a kill shot. But he got and then they broke like. That was hard to take. That one was hard to take. I think you're right about they've been protected, and to a point they should be. But I feel like in some ways they need to come out and say, well, what they do, because they grade them. They grade them. The league grades them, and that's how they get to playoff.
But they never come out and say I made a mistake. They never.
They're not going to do that. They shouldn't do that.
NBA and other rules admit it. You know.
No, I'm not.
Somebody have an echo.
I don't know.
I mean, bad calls happen all through the game. I mean, it's just unfortunate that one decided. But, I mean, they do all they can to stop bad calls, but it's gonna happen. Just echo.
Yeah, I don't know what just happened. Somebody changed something up, and now y'all have an echo.
This Darius switching the mic and shit.
It's not me this time.
Me and Darius on mute.
It got Joey. I believe it's you. It's definitely Joey.
Darius, turn your beats off.
You can hear it, but I guess I don't know.
It's not me this time, man.
Turn your beats off.
I don't know where the echo is coming from, but it's definitely coming from somebody. If they have their TV up or they playing their speakers back.
It just happened though.
Yeah.
Hey Joey, hit mute on yours.
So I don't know what just happened, but it had to be with somebody's settings.
Hello.
Man,
Yeah, Joey just did it.
Yeah, it's definitely Joey.
Yeah.
How did this just happen?
That's weird though. It just happened there.
It just happened though. I've been on here for however long, and I ain't touched nothing.
Darius,
I don't.
You missed the Republican debate, man.
I know, man. I'm gonna go back and watch it on replay. It's like,
don't Darius look like a Republican?
How do you look like?
I voted yesterday for non-Republican.
Hey, Kev, don't Darius look like a Republican?
How do you
I don't know. I don't know what a Republican look like, man.
That's how I say. How do you look like
a Republican look? I don't even know what it look like.
Okay, let's move on, fellas. Now that we got the echo going, you know what I mean. We're gonna get on into this. Like we got like 20 minutes left. We're gonna cover a lot of stuff, but we're gonna get into this Dobbs to the Vikings with his performance. What did y'all feel about his performance?
Man, that performance pissed me off, man. I had my 6-game parlay. I'm going smooth sailing to his ass getting the game and mess my parlay up. But nah, he balled out. I give him respect. I mean, he not knowing the offense coming in there. You know, he balled out. He turned the ball over a bunch of times in the beginning. You know, he was a little rusty. I don't know why, but he balled out. I give him all the credit. I mean, I ain't expect him to win that game. Like I said, messed up my bet, but that's all right. It was a good comeback for him.
Anybody else?
I mean, him and Baker Mayfield proved that why should QBs practice, yo? Just show up for the game and play. Like Baker Mayfield did it last year. You know, he was traded on a Tuesday, played on a Thursday and won the game. And Dobbs got there on Wednesday, took no reps at all in practice, and just go in the game and ball out. Like, forget practice. I'm talking about practice.
Tell that to Johnny Manziel.
They say he ain't even know everybody's name, man.
Exactly, yo. The man went out there and just in an NFL game, just running around throwing the ball to people. Like, that's amazing. So why practice? Like, I bet this week he's gonna have a horrible game. He got reps all week, know people's names now, and know the plays. And I bet he will not play well.
Damn, see, I was trying to say something before because I knew Kevin was gonna hate on that young black man at quarterback. I knew he was gonna hate on him.
With no eyebrows.
I mean, I don't. I mean, Dobbs. I thought he played great, man. That was amazing. Shit, come off the street like that, and
I mean, what on the street? He just came from the team.
Well, yeah, but what's the next segment? The fantasy, man. That's who you need to pick up, man. He taking over that Vikings
already gone, man.
And then when what's his name come back, man, Dobbs gonna kill it, yo.
Jefferson, you talking about when Jefferson he's coming back?
Yeah, when he come back, you better pick him up fantasy.
Well, I need Jefferson. I got a couple.
Try to work about it. So let's get into that segment, y'all. Matter of fact, he spoke it up. Let's get into it.
Now it's time for your fantasy outlook. We talking ass drop, sleepers, and
ass drop. Make that ass drop.
Okay.
Yo, you need to put some Luke with that, man.
Okay, so listen. Who are y'all pickups? Y'all must-haves. Go ahead, Kevin. We'll start with you.
I told you I'm horrible at fantasy football, man. I picked up you pick up the Ravens running back of the week.
Big Mo. All right, who you drop?
Malik Willis.
I mean, if you had him on your roster. Oh my God. Let's go with you, D Nice.
You stole my thunder, but yeah, you got to add Josh with Dobbs if he wasn't already on your picked up. Right now, when it's getting this late in the season, it's slim pickings right now. So Josh Dobbs, pick up your boy OBJ. He had a good game last week in garbage time.
He did. But yeah, wait a minute. We're not going. That's a sore spot with me. Go ahead.
I know. That's why I brought him up.
Go ahead. I was already the first one to say pick up Dobbs. I mean, I think he got a good ceiling with that offense right there. You know, that could turn your fantasy team around right there. And I also might add that my last couple of week picks have been played excellent. You know, I told you pick up that tight end. He had like 17 points. You know what I'm saying? Just listen to me.
You're right.
JL, what you talking?
Josh Dobbs for Republican president.
Josh Dobbs. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead.
But that's the jump. Josh Dobbs is just the. I mean, he played amazing. So you gotta pick him up this week.
I mean, that's what Levis did too. And then the next week he was some shit.
Well, actually, he wasn't no shit. He still played a good game.
Yeah,
he actually didn't play bad. He didn't have the big numbers.
He didn't throw 4 touchdowns. That's what he's saying. Like he still played well.
But them touchdowns he threw were kind of flukish, you know. But yeah,
I would say I would pick that kid up, Douglas, with the Patriots. I'll pick him up.
I started him actually in our league.
and I Juju. Not Juju. What I say, Juju? Oh my God, Peoples Jones. I think that's gonna be a little sneaky pickup. He went to Detroit. I think he's gonna get some burn. I think he's a sneaky little pickup. You know what I mean? But other than that, we're gonna move on to the segment that your boy got right now. I mean, he been working on this, and I don't know what he's gonna talk about, but I know he's gonna talk about something.
Bullshit or real shit?
I'm gonna do it again because he like that.
Bullshit or real shit?
All right. Well, you know, I'm not going nowhere with this. We already touched on it. My first bullshit or real shit is Sam Howell's y'all franchise quarterback. Especially after y'all just fucked up your tanking quarterback right there.
Come on, man.
He ain't gonna let that go.
Howell is the franchise quarterback, right?
Real shit. I mean,
it's real for now. It is right. It's
He's
the best quarterback.
No, it ain't no for now. Franchise ain't for now.
I think that's what we
Until
run.
5 years.
I think that's what they running with. I think they believe
They're not gonna draft one.
Maybe
that's all going to change when a new coaching staff comes in. He may not be like the next guy. So he is the quarterback for now. To call him a franchise, it's going to be a new staff next year. We don't know what they're going to do. We have no idea. They may not like
still
Sam
a rookie.
Howell. Yeah, it'll be his third year next year.
He's on a rookie deal still.
I understand.
Why ain't y'all trying to get one of these top quarterbacks, man? Why ain't y'all?
They gotta move up. Too many picks
Why ain't y'all
give up too many picks?
Well, we are accumulating picks to potentially trade up. Omar, does that make you feel better? Like we're accumulating picks.
You can't trade up for them quarterbacks with no third.
Well, all I'm saying is that Sam Howell is the quarterback for now.
You got a
He's
first
franchise. Y'all can't draft him now.
Okay, you don't know what's gonna happen. Like BZL said a little while ago, $90 million in salary cap, a bunch of picks in the first 3 rounds. You don't know what's gonna happen, yo. You can't sit there and say
you got
Sam Howell's definitely franchise.
Picks in the third, the first
it's
round.
gonna be a new staff next year, a bunch of money to spend. You don't know what's gonna happen. You don't know.
So he asked you again: is it bullshit or real shit?
It's real shit.
Real shit. It's real shit. Yeah, real shit.
But it is for now. It is until something better comes along.
So
if something better comes along, it makes it real shit.
Real shit. You look at the draft. I was talking to my buddy about this the other day. You look at the draft class.
Darius, you sound real good at that mic, bro. You sound real good coming through.
Let the man talk.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you look at that draft class that he was drafted in. He was drafted 5th round, 6th round. He was the best. He was the best quarterback in that draft. Go back and look at who was drafted that year. So
he's been balling lately. He's been looking all right.
What you think? Oh, you asked the question.
Yeah, I think he's a franchise quarterback because I mean you're not gonna get Caleb Williams or May now. So
what you think, Jay?
Anything else a crapshoot.
I mean, he going right now. He's looking like the franchise. He look like the person that we're gonna go with because, like you said, we ain't getting no better position. And
man,
I do believe that what Kevin said. I mean, we don't know if the new staff that comes in or whoever comes in is going to keep him. So, I mean, I think it's real shit right now though because he's looking like he's gonna be the franchise.
I tell you one thing, you're gonna have to draft pass rushers next year.
Oh Lord. they're gonna trade for Kirk Cousins and bring him back. Dobbs gonna take a spot.
Get that good third round pass.
Yeah.
rush on there.
All right, Omar.
Who would you? Hold on, one more question. Would you take Sam Howell or Brock Purdy?
How?
How? Because
Purdy
Purdy
was
is
all-
he's
Howell,
under a
I think Howell
machine.
too.
He's in a machine,
Hey,
so he just look.
I'm saying that's the best two in that draft class. I'm
Yeah.
good. I'm saying here.
That's the best two for real.
Yeah,
That's the best two in that draft class. The best two. Everybody else is some shit.
yeah.
You got
Omar.
Kenny Pickett. You got Kenny Pickett. Oh, go ahead. Do your thing. Go ahead, Omar. I'm
Go
take over
ahead.
the
No,
segment.
Who name
Go
the
ahead.
quarterback?
Name the people in the name the people in the class.
All right. I got Kenny Pickett. He was the first one. Malik Willis, trash. Desmond Ritter, trash.
Yeah.
Who else? Then you
Name the
got
top 5 quarterbacks.
Matt Carroll, trash.
Mm.
He ain't even playing. Bailey Zappi, trash. That's the quarterback for New England. Then Sam Howell. And then you got Brock Purdy.
You got it.
Okay. Well,
That's
there
a
you
horrible
go.
draft class.
Omar, give us your second one.
Bullshit or real shit?
All right. We're just gonna keep it football, man. You know, so y'all might not be ready for this, but
Uh-oh.
oh, my man with the Texans, quarterback
Stroud,
CJ Stroud. He is already top 5, man.
Ooh.
That's crazy.
Ooh.
I watched the game last week.
I know Bryce looking over there like, what the fuck?
I watched the game last week, man. That dude nasty, man.
That's bullshit.
Serious.
I can't say bullshit on that. That's bullshit.
He is serious.
I just look at I look at all the teams, man.
I told you that was my sleeper.
What,
That was my sleeper.
What
He's
happened
on one
to,
pick, right? He's on
so
one
many
pick. That's it.
quarterbacks. So many quarterbacks falling apart, man. What happened to Herbert, man? He's some shit now. Justin Herbert.
Herbert not some shit. He ran into a good defense.
Yo, he's terrible now, man.
I mean, he lost.
Nah,
what's
he
the
not
other
terrible.
receiver that he lost? That played on the
Mike
outside.
He lost Mike Williams, Palmer.
That was big. He lost Palmer and Mike Williams.
Yeah. He's not some shit. He started off hot, but now he not some shit. But CJ Stroud is balling.
Yeah, he's throwing one touchdown. One interception all year, yo, and 14 touchdowns.
That's impressive for a rookie. I mean, if anybody, that's impressive.
He's gonna have the
greatest.
greatest.
That's impressive.
That's better than Dan Marino rookie year, yo. I'm serious. Look that shit up. He
got 14 touchdowns, one pick.
The only rookie quarterback compared to that is like RG3's rookie year. That shit was nasty.
Yeah,
he had a nasty ass rookie year. I mean, RG3 had like 4 interceptions on the year.
And I'm about to say, I don't think has any rookie quarterback only had 1 interception this late in the season?
I can't imagine that's true.
Not this many throws, probably not.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I thought Justin Fields would do this as well. Like Fields and Stroud back to back Ohio State were amazing quarterbacks to me.
Don't get me started on that, man.
I envisioned Justin Fields having this kind of career also, but it just hasn't happened.
They won't let Fields throw the ball, man. They won't let him. They won't play him. They won't let him play his game. They playing this rookie. I don't. It's crazy the way they do that, man.
Fields is as tight as CJ Stroud. I don't know why.
Well, I feel like it's coaching. I feel like coaching is a big part of it too, though.
I'm sure it is.
See, Stroud, though,
I feel like
Fields struggled a lot more on easy throws. I mean, Fields mechanics when he got in the league was some trash compared to CJ Stroud. I mean,
I guess
I feel like
Fields is amazing.
I feel like Ryan just lets his quarterback, his offensive coordinator and quarterback coaches let Stroud play. You know what I'm saying? He leave them alone. I don't think all coaches do that. They try to.
Man, that dude, he just dropped back, boom, boom. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, Omar, we got one more for you. You got one more for us?
No, that was 2.
No.
We just doing football, man. We just doing football.
Okay.
No, those 2.
We gonna get on into this one right here, and this is kind of new to us. You know what I mean? But we gonna get into it.
It ain't my fault. Did I do that?
All right. So right now on this segment, we normally talk about the Skins and the coaching and all that, but they won. So we're not going to talk about the Skins this week. So is it anything?
Commanders.
Well, the Commanders, yeah. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give y'all a chance to just say something that you want to blame, somebody you want to blame, something you want to blame for anything in life. It could be sports, it could be your landlord, it could be your realtor, it could be your boss, it could be anything.
Dang.
Just the blame, put the blame on something. Anything.
It ain't my fault. Did I do that?
I blame social
We'll start with
media.
you, D Nice.
I blame social media for everything bad in the world.
There you go. There you go.
Yes, I'm done.
That's a good one.
That's the tweet. And
all right, D Nice.
It ain't my fault. Did I do that?
No, man, put me on the spot. I think I blame the goddamn Republicans. Of course I know.
He blamed his own party.
Nah, man.
Put your MAGA hat on.
Nah, man.
Put your MAGA hat back on.
Nah, come back to me. Let me think of something. Give me a second.
Kevin.
It ain't my fault. Did I do that?
You think I'm doing any better than D? Let me think. Damn.
I blame Kevin Kids as to why we gotta get on so late.
That's a good reason.
Hey, my kids same way.
Oh, let's get it.
We need a whole kids segment.
Oh,
it ain't my fault. Did I do that?
Oh, okay. So I was going to say who my asshole of the week was. That's the same thing.
Close
there
enough.
you go. That's close enough.
So I read this story on The Athletic about the Raiders coach just got fired. Josh McDaniels. They fired him, right?
Oh wow. Yeah, they did.
Yeah. And,
no, you back.
Yeah. What'd you say?
Go ahead. I think I heard.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So I read a story in there that said a couple weeks ago, I forgot who they were playing. I don't even remember what they said they were playing, but the defensive coordinator, Aaron Pierce, he played linebacker for the Giants.
Antonio Pierce.
Antonio Pierce. My bad.
He used to be with Commanders as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's a defensive coordinator and
head coach now.
At halftime, he was trying to hype up the defense. He was telling them, I played on a team but all underdogs. We came back, we beat the undefeated Patriots. We were all underdogs. Nobody thought we could do it. He was giving them a pep talk. Telling them how the Giants, nobody thought they could beat the undefeated Patriots, and they beat them, right? Hyping up his defense. They said after he gave the speech and the team ran out, Josh McDaniels, the head coach, he go over to Pierce. He said, "Hey, don't ever tell that story again."
That can't be true. That can't be true. Yeah.
He was offensive coordinator.
I know who he was. Yeah.
So he told Antonio Pierce, "Don't ever tell that story again."
That can't be true.
That's what it said. And look who replaced him. Look who replaced him at the
right. That can't be true.
Funny shit.
That can't be true.
I read the story in The Athletic, yo.
No, I feel you. I mean, I'm just saying. I hope that's not true. Like that's ridiculous.
I can't even follow up with that, man.
Can you imagine? He still got feelings over that shit.
I heard he was a petty dude, though. I heard he was a petty dude. Though. I heard he was a petty dude.
That's why he lost the locker room. I mean,
I heard he was a real petty dude.
I mean, like seriously, he told, "Don't ever tell that story. Don't tell nobody that shit again."
Dude, I came in the next day with a T-shirt with it on. Like, no
exactly. Rubbing his face.
Say that's the asshole of the week.
That's definitely the asshole of the week.
Hey, look, fellas, we doing good tonight because we have 59 minutes. But check this out, and we gonna lead into the NBA. I know, Kevin, you don't watch it till after Christmas, and I get it. But I'm gonna say
February.
this. Yeah, so I'm gonna do this.
I'm the only one in here with league pass.
Did I do that?
I blame the Celtics losing my money. I blame the Celtics. They were undefeated, and the last 2 nights I put money up on them, and they lose.
Lost 2 straight.
Did I blame you?
back to back. No, I blame them.
You
I blame.
What you doing,
No.
FanDuel?
I was gonna win 200.
Let me tell you the best thing. Let me tell you how to do that.
Yeah, tell me how to wait till the end and bet.
Stay off of that. Stay off of that shit, nigga.
Yeah, you know what?
Keep your money. Keep your money, yo.
You're right. You're right.
Stay off that shit.
I feel the same way about Josh Dobbs. Messed up my parlay, man.
Nah, I mean it's you got to know how to do it, man. If you don't know how to do it, you're on top of that shit. It ain't for you, man.
It's a strategy. It's a strategy.
Yeah,
but
it's professionals doing that shit, yo.
So we need to have a best bet segment. Best bet segment.
Yeah.
That's what
so basically, I did like a money line. I bet all money line shit. It's like $50 get you like 200. I had the Celtics over such and such.
That's too much for my blood.
Yeah, you know what I mean. It was crazy.
I be doing $5 bets.
Man, I do $2 parlays. Maybe.
Yo, Bezel. Stay off that shit, nigga.
Yeah. I mean, I'm with you on that. Okay, so listen, we're gonna get into this last little bit right now because we got to talk about this NBA. I know y'all don't watch it, but it's not rocket science right now. Do y'all think the Wizards gonna win over 23 games?
No.
Yes. They're gonna win 24.
Yeah,
They won tonight. They won tonight by 20.
They won tonight. Yeah, they won
like
tonight.
16 or something like that.
A bad team. They play well
They
tonight. They're gonna figure it out. They're gonna win like 25, 30 games.
They're gonna win 23 and a half games. Watch.
23 and a half.
Yeah,
they're gonna lead in the second quarter of the last game.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
They still figuring it out, man. They got a young
They've been
team.
figuring it out for the past 10 years, man. I don't know what are they doing. Like I'm looking at teams like the team that they wanted to have in DC with Wall and Bill and Kevin Durant. It might happen in Phoenix. You know what I mean?
They just blew it. They just blew it up, dude. They just blew it up.
And Wall is old now. It doesn't matter.
They just blew it up.
Old,
so you gotta give them a little bit of time.
Old, but I'm just saying, like at the end of the day, I don't know what they're doing. Like they blew it up. They've been rebuilding for a long time.
No, they haven't been rebuilding. They have not been rebuilding. They've been paying players. They've been staying middle of the pack, not tanking. This year they finally blew it up where they got rid of all the star players. They only kept a couple of young players. They've been paying Bill way too long. They paid John Wall. I mean, they've been middle of the road for a long time. They finally blew it up this year. The first time
what I'm mad about though is they did it a year late. Like she did the shit last year to get
exactly.
Wembanyama. Yep. Like that's what irritates me. You're a year late and $1 short. Like, don't tank this year when no one's coming out. That's a game changer. Like what the hell y'all wrong with y'all?
Yeah, you would have got more for Bill last year. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep, exactly. Yep.
So
we'll see.
Who do you blame?
It ain't my fault. Did I do that?
The front office.
Well, I blame DC fans. The same rant I did at the beginning of this podcast. It's the same reason. So DC fans,
you blame yourself. You blame yourself.
I do hate DC fans, man. Because,
you blame yourself.
Okay, fine. I blame myself because, like the example I made with the Juwan Howard thing, where they paid Juwan Howard $115 million, and then the Juwan signed a contract somewhere else, and then he came back or whatever. But bringing Juwan Howard back because Webber had to go, and y'all didn't, and then DC fans didn't understand that. They fought hard for Juwan Howard, and Chris Webber had to go. And since then, the Wizards have been trying to cater to DC fans. Like, just fuck them. just do your business and run your shit.
So let me
just go ahead.
Yep. So let me get this straight. You don't like black quarterbacks and
black fans, is that? I'll say it again.
When you say DC fans, so I figured it was yourself. So, but I agree wholeheartedly. Why Webber had to go and why Howard had to stay boggles my mind.
Yes.
And yeah, they do kind of like this is the first year they just like literally said, okay, we're gonna blow it up. We're gonna keep a few young players that Mike can build around. But you get just imagine they did that. They made that move for Poole, but they had Wemby, and Cal Kuzma and some other people. That looks like a 30 win. But it looks like you going in the right direction though.
Right. Give us a star to build around.
Like the right direction than this.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what I don't know if it's the right direction, but
their last draft picks. What would the dude they draft last year? What was his name?
We don't know
Last
what
year?
his name is. I don't know. He's a foreign
That's it.
dude. He
Wasn't that
played
white
though, I
dude
think.
from white dude from Gonzaga, right? The 3-point shooter.
No, that was
Kispert.
No,
That was a couple years
you
ago.
talking about the one.
that was the year
You
before
talking about
last.
the one that
Last year
just
was Davis or something. What was his name?
Oh, that
This
was from
past-
Wisconsin.
Johnny Davis.
Oh yeah, he's from Trey. Oh, that was terrible. Oh yeah, that was a horrible pick. Oh man.
Yeah, that was a bad pick.
you talking about you talking about the one they just drafted?
Johnny Davis, yeah.
Oh, we talking about year before last year, not this year.
Do you think he's worse than Vesley? What was it? Vesley one that they
Johnny
drafted?
Davis is terrible.
I mean,
They
we
drafted
go
some
on
foreign
the
dude
next
this year.
on the next draft.
What call out Johan Vesley? Damn.
On the next show, we're gonna talk about the bad draft picks of the Wizards.
What?
It's been
Well,
two
no,
years.
hold on.
We'll be here till next
Omar.
year.
Kwame Brown, best.
Well, Kwame wasn't one of the bad pick. He was consensus number one pick. But Omar, remember last year
You
we
said Carl
talked about.
Thomas?
No,
You
I
said who?
Omar.
Paul Thomas. Who you said?
Omar, remember when they
You said
drafted
the number
dude
one
from
Carl
Wisconsin,
Thomas?
and we were like,
Oh.
"How do you draft a guy from Wisconsin? Like, what are you doing? Like,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Wisconsin? You drafted a shoot guard from Wisconsin? Really?
Yeah.
Like, that makes zero sense.
Man,
It makes zero sense, yeah.
Yeah, it's terrible, man. That's
Wisconsin.
what we don't know. It's like they blew it all up, and they should have. It's just being a Wizards fan. It's hard, man. I mean,
It's
I wouldn't know that.
it's like you a Wizards fan, you gotta have another team because it's hard, man.
On a show, I want to go to the game as a show as a team. I mean, sometime this year. I know we all have hectic schedules, but we can put something together where we can go.
We can make it work.
I'm going.
Yeah,
I'm
we got
going to
enough
the Knicks
games.
game next week. I'm going to the Knicks game next week.
Yeah,
Be
give
up
him
in
some
the
cheap
box.
seats.
Be up in the box.
Give him some cheap seats so we can move down later on after that.
You can get, hey, listen, floor seats about 150 now. For real, we get floor seats
that
for
cheap?
about 150, 200.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
That cheap?
No, for real? No.
Yeah.
I guess it probably depends on the game. It probably depends on who the
Yeah, it
opponent
depends on
is.
the game.
Yeah, but floor seats come with free food and all that.
Yeah, but
My wife keep wanting to take the boys. I'm like, man, take the boys to them Globetrotters. They ain't waste no money on the Wizards.
Yeah, they gonna be
Globetrotters ain't cheap, though.
See the Washington Senders.
Same thing, seeing the Wizards.
Yeah.
All right. Well, fellas, we're gonna end the stream, but I want y'all to stay on for 1 second because me and Omar really need to rap with y'all for about 5 minutes. So, but this was a good night. Appreciate y'all. We're gonna come back again next week and we're gonna hold this down. Eventually, we're gonna transition to basketball. So we're gonna try to get y'all the topics early so you can do your homework. You know what I mean? Like I said, everybody, all the fans, y'all can find us on iHeartRadio, Spotify. What is that? Apple Music, Apple Podcasts. You can find us everywhere. Just Google us. You know what I mean? Follow my man. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna let everybody know. And then we're gonna get out of here, but y'all stay on. Go ahead. Omar, go ahead. Whatever somebody just did, stop it.
Damn, Joey.
I didn't do nothing.
Go ahead,
I didn't do nothing.
That joint say live, man.
Go ahead.
Because we still
He was talking about. He was saying we should do one in the studio one week.
Yeah, we definitely, but we're gonna talk about that at the end.
yeah.
But go ahead. Where can we find you?
Right.
What? Right here on the podcast, yo. You can find me right here, yo. This is the only place you can find me, right on the podcast, yo. Talk sports.
That's what's up. We got the page coming
What else you
soon.
want from me, yo? I don't got no. You me make some kissy lips on Instagram?
No, definitely. We gonna make
Nah, man, nah. Please get off live right now.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, enough of that.
Go ahead, J.O. What can we do?
Oh, J.O. Shoot, Talk Your Shit podcast is on IG and YouTube. And there we go. That's where I'm at.
Omar gone.
Yeah, D Nice.
D Nice. I gotta rebrand my my handles, but D Wilk 42, all social media.
Okay. Kev.
You can't find me nowhere. Good luck.
Okay.
In the glass box where he's sitting at.
And look, y'all can find us. You can find me Bezel the Truth on pretty much anything. And then on top of that, like you can find the Next Flex podcast with me and my homegirl Trees, and then the Next Flex Sports podcast on IG, Instagram, Twitter. What is it? X now or whatever. Spotify, all that. At the end of the day, I'll just Google us and you can find us. When you find one of us, you can find us all. See y'all until then. The next time we'll see y'all in the what is this called? The ozone Twilight.
What?
No, the atmosphere, stratosphere. What is this called?
Good night. Good night.
I don't know. You're
After my bedtime.
Until then, hey y'all stay on. I'm gonna end this real quick.
Okay.
Yeah.